What's up, everybody? This is another episode of the Face to Face. I'm your host, Abwon, and I am back with the legendary couple. This is you guys are the first couple I've actually ever interviewed, too.
Wow.
Yeah.
We love being first.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, when I saw her, when I saw Wanda Dee's media kit, there was a lot of firsts on there. First woman this, first woman that, first DJ this, first DJ that. I said, oh, and you're the first couple on Face to Face.
Wow.
So this is Wanda Dee the Goddess and Eric Floyd. So just give some folks a little bit of background on you, not too much, because I know the resume is extensive. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you got a song and dance man, myself, Eric Floyd. I danced on the TV show Fame, and during my hiatuses, I worked with legends like Lena Horne, Eartha Kitt, Shirley Bassey, Cab Calloway, Sammy Davis Jr. And then I run into this hip hop pioneer and veteran who was hip hop's first female DJ and the first female glamorous rapper and the first female rapper to go platinum, and many of the first female inductee into the Universal Zulu Nation and put that name around the world. So of course, when I come in, having worked with so many divas, I'm like, listen, no sense in wearing sneakers and jeans and gold chains and sweatsuits. Why don't you just be the one thing a man can't ever be? That is 100% woman. You've got you're built like a brick shit house without a single brick out of place. You know, you're easy on the eye. So let's just go there. So in 1987, she allowed me to transform and metamorphosize her entire act, where we mixed hip hop meets Las Vegas. And it was diamonds and furs and sexy cat suits and 6-inch heels. I mean, Wanda Dee can spin on a dime in 6-inch heels and give you 9 cents change. And hip hop, I'd never seen anything like it. She got her second record deal from that with Tough City Records. Yeah, Aaron Fuchs, Tough City Records. That's Aaron Fuchs. That's FUCHS. But she sold 3 million records in hip hop before she went on to become the lead singer for the British pop dance group, the KLF, on Arista BMG, and sold another 32 million records throughout the 90s into the 2000s. Where now she headlines festivals, stadiums, and arenas around the world. And how many people you know in hip hop, especially females, can say they sold millions as a DJ with Blue Eyes, her first hit with PWL in England in '86, then a rapper, then a singer, and a multilingual singer who sings in 7 different languages.
7 different languages?
Oh,
Yes.
What? Which languages?
Well, I can do a little bit of Turkish, Spanish, Turkish, Portuguese,
French,
Italian. Italian, English is a language.
And Pig Latin. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll do a little bit of Turkish for you.
Okay.
Üsküdar'a digeriken Allah'da bir yağmur. Üsküdar'a digeriken Allah'da bir yağmur. Yadımı setrezi uzun epey yağmur. Yadımı setrezi uzun epey yağmur.
Wow. I gotta give it.
From the South Bronx. From the South Bronx.
So what made you learn these other languages? Was it just like as you go, like through, entertainment, like as you went on, or you just said, you know what, I want to learn another language today. I'm going to choose blah, blah, blah.
Well, Eartha Kitt, who is one of my biggest inspirations, and later on, she took me underneath her wing. So she taught me a lot.
And she sings in about 11 languages.
Yeah, about using the tongue in a very exquisite way.
Oh, can she use her tongue? And Ghana Empire, you are who you eat.
You were both in the East Side Story.
Yes.
So is that where you met initially?
No.
We met some 40 years ago at United Parcel Service.
We call it UPS for short.
Everybody calls it UPS. What Brown can do for you.
What Brown can do for you. Yeah.
It was in New York on 12th Avenue and 43rd Street. And Wanda was there already picking up a package, and I was on my way there to go get something. And all of a good sudden, I'm in an elevator. And this is a very important part of the story, because without this part of the dick extraction, it's a dick extraction, None of this would have happened. So we're in the elevator. I'm in the elevator, and I'm going up, and there's a white woman on the elevator. Her amazing push-up bra, and her breasts are pushed up to her chin. I said to myself, this isn't even up to here. These are over-the-shoulder boulder holders, okay? So I'm looking at her breasts like, God, be more careful. Because I was distracted, when the door opened up, I walked out, not looking where I was going, went, bam! And I slammed into one. I knocked all the stuff out of her hand, my stuff fell. We both went to pick up our stuff, and bam! We hit heads. I said, oh my God, I feel so bad. I just don't touch me. I'm okay, get away from me. So she gets in the elevator, she goes downstairs. I go get my package, but then I'm thinking my system is going like my spidey sense, the force, whatever you want to call it, was going, she's the one, don't let it go. She's the one, don't let it go.
He bought a bouquet of roses and gave it to me.
I ran up the street, it was not selling roses.
And I threw it back at him.
She threw the roses back at me.
I'm like,
so I'm still the things going, don't let her go, she's the one. You know, something that every serial killer hears in their head, don't let her go, she's the one.
I'm like, who is this cornball?
She calls a cornball. So I go, and listen, we're on 11th Avenue and 43rd Street, because we met on 12th Avenue and 43rd Street. There's a diner right there. Look, there's a public place. I put a little nick on your head when we bumped it. Let me take you to lunch. Please let me take you to lunch. It's a public place. If I let you take me to lunch, leave me alone.
And here we are, almost 40-some years later.
So from that lunch, I made her laugh all through the lunch, because laugh is the shortest distance between two people. Once you share a laugh with someone, you get closer and closer and closer. So by that point, I said, hey, a new movie just came out. She said she was in hip hop. I'm like, oh, really? What do you do for a living? She said, I scratch. I said, maybe you should bathe. She didn't think it was funny. She's like, you're a cornball. You're a real cornball. So I said, well, listen, there's a new movie that came out starring Mario Van Peebles and Leo O'Brien from The Last Dragon, who we're becoming very, very good friends with years later. Rapid. Yeah. It was the worst movie ever made. Worst movie. Abby, rap had just came out and people were rapping. And so I'm like, okay, let's go see this movie.
And you took me to the worst movie theater ever to watch the worst movie ever.
We were in Manhattan. It was daytime during a work day, so people had work, so the theater was empty. In the theater alone, watching the worst movie ever made. Only movie we ever got our money back from the box office. We went to the box office, got our money back. But that wasn't the only reason why.
Wow.
The other reason why is because although the theater was empty, it wasn't empty. We both went, oh! A big rat ran across both of our feet.
A New York City rat.
Which means he was as big as a dune buggy. Okay? So we're like, fuck that. So we got up and said, it's the worst movie ever made. The rat didn't even like it. The rats are cleaning out the theater. They're clearing out. We want our money back, and we want the rats' money back too. So they gave me our money and the rats' money.
The rats were like, right this way, please.
After you, please. So I made it rain for the rats, gave them their money and some cheese, and then we took off, and I took Wanda out every night for 21 nights. Took her to see the original Dreamgirls with Shirley Ralph and Loretta Devine and Deborah Burrell and Jennifer Holliday. I took her to see Chorus Line on Broadway. I took her to see Shirley Bassey, who I used to tour with. And after the 21st night, she finally let me in. I also had to lie about my age. I'm 3 years younger than Wanda, so I told her I was 25, and she believed me. First of all, I'm offended that I even looked like I'm a 25 as a teenager. That's the fucked up part. Well, I didn't tell her how old I was until after that 21st night when she finally let me make love.
So what did
we made love? I'm gonna turn my back and watch it. Wanda, look that way, Wanda. Look that way. Look that way. Look that way. Okay. How many hours did we make love, Wanda, the first time?
What?
How many hours? Do you remember?
I don't know.
Has it been that many years? You can't remember? It was to the break of dawn.
I know it was to the break of dawn, but I don't know how many hours it was.
It was 4 hours. You're like, how did you forget? It was the first and only time I've ever made love to you for 4 hours.
You know how long we've made love? how many years and how many people we've made love to. How am I supposed to remember all of that?
I thought a woman never forgets a verse. Apparently, my loud, proud bisexual wife forgot about it.
Well, I'm not your average woman.
It was for, look at this arthritic hand. I swear this looks like the hand of Nosferatu.
I introduced the hip hop world to him, and he introduced Broadway to me, and he was screwing up all the names in hip hop.
Some of them.
Instead of salt and pepper, he was calling him
oregano
and spice. Instead of,
which was a better name. That was a much better name. You expect Salt and Pepper to be a white girl and a black girl, right?
Instead of sweet tea, he was calling her sour lemons. I'm like, no, that's not it.
There's a lot of deaths going on in hip hop right now. Have they really been hitting you hard, Wanda?
Yeah. It's
all friends of
us. It's so sad. It really is.
Yeah, that DMX one was like, Kobe hit me because it was so random. But DMX, I feel like, not only was it random, but then it was like so fast. And then the information was coming out. Some people said he passed. Some people said he didn't. It just got really messy. And then Black Rob, like 2 days after him. And now Shock G. I'm like, what is going on? This is crazy.
Yeah. And they said that his family said DMX took the COVID vaccine.
I saw that too.
Right before he passed.
Wow.
The same thing that Hank Aaron did too. And people want to act like the vaccine, there's no side effects. We can't wait to not take the vaccine. We're never going to take that vaccine.
I'm not taking it either.
I'm 55, Wanda's 58. After all these years, knock on wood, we've been all over the world, been around the world, and I haven't been sick. We take an elixir every morning made up of 4 simple ingredients. Alkaline water, lemon, half a lemon, half a lime,
fresh ginger root,
and ginger root.
Yeah.
All combined together. And we had 2 capfuls of apple cider vinegar.
There you go.
And they go inside, they act like liquid Drano. They clean all your tubing, your arteries, your veins, your capillaries, your upper intestines, your lower intestine. They do it immediately. They keep you regular. They boost your immune system because unlike soul food, this is cell food.
Yeah.
And we take the moringa, astragalus,
and some colloidal silver. Yeah. And then at night, you drink the elixir again, but this time at night, you chop up some fresh garlic, throw it to the back of the mouth, don't chew it, and then just simply wash it down with the elixir. Half a lemon, half a lime, ginger, alkaline water, 2 capfuls of apple cider vinegar. The reason why you do that is because, well, first of all, the ingredients are acidic when they're outside of the body. Citrus acid, lemons, limes, even the vinegar. But the moment they touch your palate, that's tongue for the people that don't know what a palate is, they become alkaline. And sickness, especially cancer, can't grow in an alkaline body.
Correct.
Garlic, if you remember the vampire movies, that can't bite you if there's garlic around your neck or garlic around your bed or garlic around your window or doorways, because garlic cleans blood, and Dracula wants your blood dirty and fit. Garlic makes your blood thin and clean. All of these ingredients I just mentioned are all antifungal, antiviral, and antibacterial. Well, shit, those are the 3 things that get you sick: a fungus, a virus, or bacteria. These all are those 3 things. So you put them all together, you've just got the Avengers set down along with the X-Men, the Fantastic Four into your system.
And they're anti-inflammatory.
Exactly. So we don't suffer from arthritis. Wanda and I don't take any medications. A lot of our peers in our age group are taking diabetic, insulin, and high blood pressure and hypertension. Me and Wanda chose to never drink, never smoke, or do drugs. We knew that how you treat your body up to age 40 decides how your body treats you after 40. So now that I'm 15 years past 40 and she's 18 years past 40, the reason why we can still perform on stadium and arena and festival stages around the world with the energy of teenagers is because we took care of our bodies. We made choices that were smart, because all of us, the choices we make.
And besides working out every day, you got to stretch every day too.
Yeah.
And keep the body moving.
Yeah. And a healthy dose of vitamin D and E do your body good.
How do you guys keep up with it? Like, I know living on the road can be extremely exhausting. Well, not living on the road, but just performing and entertainment in general. like, how do you guys keep up with it? I know you spoke about like the elixirs, but are there some days you wake up, you're like, nah, I'm just trying to sit on the couch and watch TV?
You want to take it first?
We're what you call road dogs.
Gypsies.
Gypsies.
Road warriors.
Road warriors, yes. And it's something that we love to do. And when you really love something, you really make time for it. And you just champion through it. It doesn't matter if you're having a good day or a bad day. You just never let them see you sweat.
I know that's right.
Also, only on stage. But anyway,
I want to see you sweat
in the bedroom too. Did I say that? No.
When you do what you love for a living, it never feels like work. It's always play.
Yeah.
And we understand that we are privileged beyond privilege. True privilege. We're blessed.
Yes.
Because we are in good health. Health is wealth. And we also are in love.
Yes.
It's not a fake love. We also get to work together and travel together and tour and experience together. Experience almost everything together. I mean, we just don't do drugs. No. Drunk together. We don't drink. No. But anything that we wanted to do, we've been able to do, to see the world. So to answer your question more succinctly, we just love it. And so if you love it, it's not even work. Now, there are times we go to cities we wish we could go out and explore the city and see some of the sights, but we literally got to cities, do the sound check, back to the hotel, shit, shower, and shave.
Get on stage.
Put on makeup, go on stage, kill it, get off stage.
Have to go back.
Shower again, pack up everything, and go straight to the airport. Yeah. And it's like, oh my God, you were in Australia. I'm like,
yeah, we were.
Did you see anything? I'm like, not this time. We've been to Australia about 6 times.
Yeah, not when you're doing city after city, one-nighters.
We'll tour 10 months of the year, every year for 35, 30, 36 years.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we get to go a lot of places, but we always don't get to go out and explore those places.
So it's like a working vacation for us. Yeah.
But you have to be diligent. We take a solution. We have a big one, we have a little one. We take 50% peroxide and 50% alcohol. We mix them together. We call it peroxahol. Now, this is way before the pandemic. We've been doing this shit since the 80s. Everybody thought we were crazy. We go into a restaurant, they have silverware order on the table. We pick that shit up.
Yeah.
Not that we don't trust you. We just don't trust you. We get to the airplane, the seat gets it, and the seat belts, and the pull-down table in front, and the air conditioning, overhead ventilation system. Everything. We've been spraying stuff. Get to the hotel room, the remote control, the light switch, the bed, the headboards, the pillows. We peroxahol across everything. We've been doing that since the 80s.
I've been wiping down my groceries since the 80s because when I was a teenager, I used to work as a cashier in a grocery store. And you wouldn't believe, but when the lights are off, down in the basement or up on top where the shelves of the food are is sitting, rodents. They urinate and they defecate all over the food that's sitting on the shelf. So
when you grab
best to wipe your food,
your
food products down.
You see people come home, they pull the groceries out the bag, grab it, chips, open up, and
just throw it in the refrigerator, throw it in the cabinet.
Spray your groceries down.
Wipe yourself down.
Then put them away. What you don't see won't only hurt you. What you don't see will kill you.
Do you have any words of wisdom for anybody trying to start their own entertainment brand?
You want to go first?
Wow.
Or any brand in general, doesn't even have to be entertainment.
Okay, well,
hard work.
Just come in when
put in the work.
Just chime in when you're ready.
Yeah, why don't you start it?
As a successful manager and promoter and everything bagel, okay? Here's my advice to you. There are 7.7 billion people living on the planet at any given day or time. But God only made one of you, which means there's something you've been empowered to do that's different than everyone else. God doesn't repeat herself. And one thing she cannot do is make a mistake. You can look at a whole field of sunflowers. They all look alike. The flowers know the difference between themselves. So that means even you can look at a bunch of Chinese people and say, oh, they all look alike to me. No, they don't. All Black people look at, no, they don't. There's something unique about you, but you have to be open enough to go find it and to listen. We're not successful because we're smart. We're not successful because we really worked hard. We're successful because we're obedient. Something far greater than you, far more intelligent than you, that's always talking to you, so it's whispering to your heart. It's never in your head. Whatever's in your head is usually gonna be wrong. That's wrong. Listen to your heart. It sounds corny. Like Wanda said from the beginning when she met me, real cornball, but that's what this cornball knows. That's what this cornball knows. If you listen, if you learn to just listen to the soft whispers in your heart, telling you what you should do, who you should be with, who you should cut loose and let go, where you should go, when you should be silent, when you should speak up. If you just keep listening, it will lead you to your highest good. And it will also let you know the various anointings you have. No one just has one gift. God is not that cheap. He gives you quite a few. Look at Patti LaBelle. Patti LaBelle could sing. Can't write a song. She's not a songwriter, but she can sing, but she can cook. She could have been a millionaire doing either one. Now she's doing both. Her Patti LaBelle food products all throughout Walmart.
Yeah.
She could have opened up restaurants. And she's now got her own bed sheets because she's a designer too. Diana Ross, same thing, because she could have designed clothes. I've been up there with Donna Karen if she chose to. She chose to sing. So you never just have one anointing. You've got several, but you have to be courageous enough, humble enough, obedient enough to listen and find it. I look for 4 qualities in anybody I work with. Humility, gratitude, loyalty, courage. Yeah. Humility, gratitude, loyalty, and courage. You can't have 3. You definitely can't have 1. You gotta have all 4.
And dare to be different.
Dare to be different.
It's easy to be like everybody else.
Why bother?
The hardest road is doing something unique that no one else has done. And I know, yeah, you're going to get the slings and the arrows.
Wanda Dee's a slut selling records with her butt.
If I turn around, you'll see all the scars from the slings and arrows that I've endured over these past
40 years.
30 to 40 years.
40 plus years.
Yeah. So,
but it paid off.
Yeah, it did.
Because she ended up, instead of following behind the trail of others, blazed the trail of her own. And when you blaze the trail of your own, you end up in a lane all by yourself. And if anyone drives the car, you know that's the best place to be. I immediately go to the left lane because I know, one, it cuts your chances of a car accident in half. If you're in the middle, someone can hit you on the left side or the right side. If you're in the left lane, at least you cut off the left side hitting you. There's a barrier there between you and the opposing traffic. But you've cut your chances in half of being in an accident if you ride the left lane. But 9 times out of 10, most drivers are afraid, either they're too old or they're too inexperienced to want to be in the left lane because that's the passing lane, it's the fast lane, but it's okay. So Wanda's career and my career is the same way. We always chose to go another direction. So if everybody's going left, we go right, unapologetically.
Yeah.
And all the people who are doomsayers and naysayers, you're gonna ruin that girl's career, she's not gonna be taken seriously.
We heard it all. And
time proved them all wrong.
You get there quick in slow motion, and slow and easy always wins the race. And never let anybody distract you from what you really want to do. Yet that passion that hits you, like you said, right there in the heart. You know this is what you were born to do. So stay the course. You got to be in it to win it, just like lotto.
That's right. Damn.
I know
that. You did that. You did that. You did that, girl. You did that.
Well, I know you guys are super duper busy. How can the viewers get in contact with you or see your stuff and things like that just before we head up out of here?
You can reach me. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm on all the social medias. Just reach out.
I have absolutely no social media. I have no patience for it. God bless you. I'm real old school, and I'm old. I don't give a who thinks about it. I'm old. I don't.
And on YouTube too.
Yeah, but
like and subscribe. We're right there on YouTube.
I do know due to COVID wiping out our tour dates from last year, and they restart again this year in October. October 1st will be in Norway. October 2nd, we're headlining Wanda's headlining
Newcastle, England.
The Resurrection Festival.
Yes.
And already 36,000 tickets have been sold already. So the website will go back up in about a month. So it'll have all the new dates, the reception dates. But we're easy to find. And we just thank you for the gift of your time today
Yes,
and giving us a
thank you.
platform to speak to your
We had a
audience.
ball.
Thank you.
A young brother. Are you in New York, Atlanta? Where are you?
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah, I'm gonna start applying for my dual citizenship because I think I'm gonna move out of America pretty soon.
Smart move.
Mhm.
Smart move.
Yeah. So this was why it was very intriguing to me to speak to you today because I'm like, they traveled the world. This is definitely something that like I'm always thinking about. I've always wanted to live off the grid too. So it's just like, you know, it's just dope talking to people that think that way as opposed to, oh, this is where I am, this is what I built, so I'm staying here. And it's just like, I want to see the world, man.
Tina Turner got it right. She made $800 million and parked it over in Switzerland. She's in Switzerland in the south of France and became a citizen of Switzerland, learning the language and everything. And she's 82 years old now. I mean, America, you know, is where she met Ike.
Yeah.
And America is very microwavable. They forget about you, you know, in 30 seconds. The world has embraced Tina and loved her and will love her for the rest of her natural life. And long after she passes away onto the next life and goes on the ultimate tour, she will still be beloved. And so when people receive that kind of love, like Grace Jones lives over in Italy, Chaka Khan had moved over into London as well. A lot of folks move overseas. Jocelyn Brown lives in London. Penny Ford from Snap, who's from, I think, Philly or Ohio, she lives in Germany. A lot of Christine Wilshire lives in Amsterdam. Push in the Bush, that's Christine Wilshire, and many other big songs. So a lot of artists, especially Black Americans, starting with the one that we've loved, Josephine Baker. Wanda was born on April 12th, the same day Josephine Baker died. She lived from St. Louis to Paris. It's okay. Your talents are universal.
Correct.
The God that gave him to you is a universal, intergalactical, you know, force of nature. So of course, if you want to live in any country, don't be bound by America.
No,
especially when America is spelled AMERKKKA. You don't have to stay in the country if it's not being good to you.
Exactly. The best thing any young person can do is when you become of age, 18 years and or older, just go get your passport and travel the world. It's one thing to read about different countries around the world. It's another thing to go and actually fly there and experience it in person. Yes.
Everybody, that's the Goddess Empire, Wanda Dee Eric Floyd, man. Make sure you check them out. This is Abwon. I'm signing off, everybody.